Good Tuesday morning, Morning Mixers.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, Nat.
Hi, Z. How are you doing?
Doing well? You doing okay?
I am. I'm feeling festive today.
I think we all are.
Yeah,
I think we all are. So pull your beads out if you have them, because of course, as you know, it's Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. Yes. Yeah. So I posted on my Instagram stories yesterday. For those who don't know, it's a huge party in Brazil. So right now, I'm just jealous watching my family and friends posting pictures of the party. It's a huge celebration. It's a huge party. So it starts on Friday. So they've been partying since Friday, and today is last day.
Okay, so all weekend long plus a couple days.
Plus a couple days.
Wow.
So tomorrow for Ash Wednesday, I think is also National Hangover Day in Brazil.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. So does Brazil kind of shut down in a sense? And
Yes, schools, everything. Yes, it's like a holiday. And
a long
extended holiday. Yes. So yeah, I'm celebrating a little bit here.
There you go. Yeah, you can celebrate here too.
Yeah.
And people are celebrating, of course, in New Orleans, right? But before we tell you about that, it is Tuesday here on Morning Mix, so we do have a lot to talk about. We have a run and walk we want to tell you about that's benefiting the awesome Children's Hospital, and just plenty more events. Our friends here from Toys or Tots are back, so we'll kind of have a recap of how donations went back in December, and just how you can stay involved in the area. But again,
moving like maybe from Carnival a little bit to the Green Party coming up in March. We'll be talking about that.
That's true too. Yeah, a lot of parties coming up. Okay, so it doesn't start. So like we said, today's Mardi Gras, which is also French for Fat Tuesday. In the U.S., massive celebrations with parades, street parties, mass balls, and other events are held in New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama. Yeah,
they're also held internationally in Venice, in Rio de Janeiro, like I mentioned, in Brazil, and as elsewhere in what's called Carnival. So Fat Tuesday always lands 47 days before Easter and a day before Ash Wednesday.
So have you?
I have not been to New Orleans yet. I have to go to Mardi Gras there. Our director, Joe, goes every year. That's why he brought us the beads. Thank you, Joe, for bringing us the beads.
A piece of Mardi Gras.
But yeah, I want to taste what Carnival feels like here in the U.S.
Sure.
So.
It's on my list. It's on my list of places to visit, just New Orleans in general, but it would be great to go on Mardi Gras, right? Just to eat great food, too, and have a good time.
Maybe we'll go next year with Joe. Can we go, Joe, with you next year?
Yeah, make room. He said, sure, okay. You said it. You said it. Let's do it. Speaking of other festive things, right? Valentine's Day, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And cocoa prices are just surging so high, even the biggest chocolate makers are struggling to stay profitable. And that doesn't go well for your wallet this Valentine's Day. West Africa is home to more than 60% of global cocoa production. Climate issues there are damaging crop yields, constraining cocoa supply, and causing prices just to soar. Cocoa futures double in the past year and surged 40% since January.
Yeah, sugar, labor, and other factors have also gotten pricier. Hershey said Thursday it would cut 5% of its workforce after historic cocoa prices and inflation. Weary consumers damped fourth quarter earnings, and other chocolate companies are feeling the pinch too.
But I don't think this is going to stop anyone from buying chocolate, right?
Yeah, eating chocolate.
And eating a lot of chocolate. That leads us to our social question. What is your least favorite chocolate treat? Okay, I'm sure we could ask you the opposite, which I think we've done in the past. What's your favorite chocolate treat? But you have so many, I'm sure. But think about it. What is your least favorite, or what do you just not like?
It's hard to think the least, right? Because we always go to our favorite ones. Which, by the way, let me quickly tell you, if you watched the Mix At 3 yesterday, Mikhail and I tried to do chocolate pairings with cheese. So interesting. Campbell came over, and we had the sharp cheddar cheese with this dark chocolate orange flavor in it. It was delicious. And then we had the caramel chocolate with brie. It was delicious.
Chocolate and cheese pairing.
Yes, yes. Try that.
I'm intrigued. Okay, I'm interested. I need to know more, though. I'm sure you have to choose the right chocolate and the right cheese, and that's what you learn, because you can't just go pick any chocolate and any cheese. That doesn't sound great.
I don't have a least favorite chocolate.
I have to think about it.
I have to think about it, too.
Okay. Oh, I don't care for... Wait, is that chocolate? let me not say almond joy, right? Isn't that the
Oh,
chocolate with
yes.
the cocoa in it or coconut in the middle?
And almond.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's I don't mind it, but I wouldn't go for it. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say that one. Think about yours. We'll ask you at the end. And let us know, okay? We'll check your answers out towards the end of the show.
That's right. All right, coming up, a walk for a great cause that benefits kids right here in the CSRA and surrounding areas. We'll tell you about Heart and Soul's 5K run and walk next and how it started.
And just a few months ago, we told you about the drastic depletion of donations for the year for Augusta Toys for Tots. How did it all wrap up? Well, we have the answers when we get back.
That's going to be interesting. So everybody's just, from the families, is going to have to get them into the parade.
I guess. I don't know how they gonna do it.
They had to put, they just put them in. So we might go for.
Can't do what Regan did 2 years ago and quite literally jump back in the parade.
Well, the other problem is that the James Brown Arena parking lot's got
Favorite show, let people know.
I know. I mean, I begged for
And Soul, yeah.
Both of you.
these are new chairs. They spin.
No, these are the same.
They are.
Uh-huh. It's just been a while. When's the last time?
Like a few weeks.
I like them in the
Radiothon, I guess, right? Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
The 18th annual Heart and Soul Run and Walk is happening Saturday morning, March 2nd, benefiting the Children's Hospital of Georgia. It always started in honor of Stacy Gardner's niece, Bowen, who spent time at the Children's Hospital.
And if you want to grab the walking shoes and get outside for a great cause that benefits so many kids in our area, this is just for you. Here to tell us more is Heart and Soul founder Stacy Gardner, as well as Director of Philanthropy for Children's Hospital of Georgia, Catherine Stewart. Hey, ladies.
Hi, ladies. Good morning.
Nice to have you on the show. Stacy, just how did Heart and Soul begin?
Heart and Soul began in 2005 when my niece, Bowen McElrath, was transported here to the Children's Hospital of Georgia from Macon, Georgia, and she passed away, and we knew we wanted to do something to honor her and through her memory and all the care from the Children's Hospital of Georgia. We're very fortunate to have our Children's Hospital here in Augusta.
All right, Catherine, tell us a little bit about the Children's Hospital of Georgia.
Yes, so the Children's Hospital of Georgia is a 154-bed hospital. We treat everything from, minor illnesses, common colds, but all the way up to children that are needing life-saving surgeries on their heart, cancer, diabetes, you name it. Children's Hospital of Georgia can care for your kid right here in your own backyard.
And we always say this, not a lot of people know about the Children's Hospital of Georgia, sadly, until you have to use it or someone you know has to use it. But events like this benefits all of the kids that have to go through those doors. So Stacy, tell us, Saturday, March 2nd, what's taking place?
There's a 5K walk run, and it starts at the Children's Hospital and ends at the Children's Hospital. So right there on Harper Street, it's where we start and where we end. And I think it's important that it's where all the miracles take place. That they see that big Children's Hospital and, like you said, some don't know about it, so now they do when they see it.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. And Catherine, as Director of Philanthropy at the hospital, you've seen firsthand what events like this and others do for this not-for-profit hospital. Where does the funds gathered go to, and even more so, where they don't go?
So specifically from Heart and Soul, Stacy and I work together, and I talked to her and figure out, what do you want to support? What are your interests at the Children's Hospital? And Heart and Soul over the past 18 years has been really generous, and they support all areas of the hospital, from some of our summer camps to child life to our operating rooms to our NICU. Stacy and her team have been extremely generous over the past 18 years. So it goes a long way in a lot of different areas, but what it doesn't support is it doesn't go to support our administrative costs. It doesn't go to support me and my salary, the pencils I'm using when I go to work every day. It goes directly to the kids and their families.
Which really makes a difference for so many families. Why is it so important to you, Stacy, to continue to hold this event?
I think that right here alone, we have a family that's using, in my daughter's 4th grade class, using the Children's Hospital. And it's every year you have that new family that you're friends with that are using it. And I think that, like we talked earlier, until you use it, you don't realize how important it is. So I think this kind of helps keep the focus, for all of our children right here.
Yeah, and where can people go to register, get more information, or even donate?
At heartandsoulinc.org or .com, either or. They both go to the same place. But so yes, registration is open now online, and we're hoping people will come out. It's a family event, so you can walk it, you can run it. I mean, it's
Bring your dog, bring your stroller.
Yes, it's definitely a walkable, fun time. Snow cones at the end.
Oh,
the
there you
kids.
go.
Yeah.
That gets motivation for the kids to finish to get to the end, right? So you want to bring the whole family out. And we do want to mention, too, the hospital's always accepting donations, right, Catherine? How can people get in touch with the hospital?
Absolutely. So feel free to stop by anytime at 1446 Harper Street. You can give our office a call at 721-4004, and we're there 365 days a year, ready to take care of you.
Thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate it. Again, that's happening March 2nd, 8 in the morning, Harper Street, Augusta. So be sure to get involved. We have their information right there where you can register. All right, Tim, we're sending things on over to you. We know March 2nd is kind of around the corner, and you can't really give us the
sure we
weather
can.
for
People
that
ask me that all the time. They ask me about, hey, how's my wedding in 8 months? How that Saturday is. I'd tell them right now, just like this, because what else would I tell you? Beautiful day so far. It was windy. It's still a little bit breezy outside. We've got I-20 in Grovetown lit up here. We're looking for what's going to be a nicer planner in for today. So looking for temperatures to kind of stay right there at about the range of some 40s, and well, we thankfully don't have to deal with the wet weather. That's kind of a nice thing. So there we are, looking at 49. We still have sustained winds at 17, so that's kind of playing around with our wind chill. It feels a little bit colder outside here. 43 is what it feels like here, so you more than likely still need the jacket. Lake wind advisory in central and eastern counties. That includes the Augusta-Aiken area all the way up to Columbia until noontime today. Winds were gusting 35 miles per hour early this morning before the sun even had come up. We're looking at 60s here for today, a pattern of 60-degree temperatures that will take over. We have currents right now that are sitting just about 45 to 50. That's really not much different at all than about 3 a.m. this morning. So a lot of our temperatures holding steady as of right now. Let's look at current winds right now. Sustained here between 15 to 16 between Thompson and Washington, Georgia here. But they're gusting back up around 30 here in town. So a windy early morning forecast. It's definitely blustery out there, and we'll stay that way at least for another several hours. Looking at mid-50s here at noontime up to around the 60 mark. Might continue to still have a little bit of wind to contend with driving home. Now lighter winds overnight, colder temperatures tomorrow morning, starting off that Valentine's morning in the lower 30s near the freezing mark, but right back into those lower 60s as we kind of drive on through Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday and Thursday typically looking about the same here as far as temperatures go. We're starting to shift a little bit more of our west to southwest wind, which will pump in some warmer air. So 3 weeks in a row now, it looks like we're going to have upper 60s moving into that Thursday, Friday forecast. Saturday, small chance for rain still there here, but we'll kind of take a little dip in and out of those 50s and 60s going into that 7-day stretch. But at least we've got a nice Valentine's Day coming up for us.
And that's the good news, especially after yesterday and all the rain that we received.
Yes. I'm happy with the highs, not so happy with the lows, Tim.
Sure.
Still have to get through February. I know we still have those temps that want to get down around the freezing mark just because, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Thank you.
You got it.
This past holiday season was an important one for the Marine Corps. Toys for Tots, a record number of requests for toys in our area for children in need. So did the CSRA answer the call?
Yeah, once again, we are joined by Miss Ann Woods, 2023 Area Coordinator for the Augusta Toys for Tots, as well as Keith Phillips, in the incoming Area Coordinator. And both are with us this morning to talk about how the season's donations turned out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to have you
joining
both.
us. Yeah,
Nice to be here.
Thank you. And before we get started, can you tell us about the beginnings of Toy for Tots?
When Toys for Tots, this is our 77th year. It began in 1947 by Major Kendricks. His wife made the first Raggedy Ann doll. And that year they gave out 5,000 toys to needy children, and it has built from there.
And it continues to remain strong every year after all of these years. Last time you were on the show, you were talking about how there was just a great need. You were in dire need for toys. Can you tell us what you were seeing?
Well, what happened, our 2023 year was heartbreaking because we had so many homeless children this year that we hadn't had before. So we wound up servicing the homeless children first. And then we did our schools and our organizations, and then we did our individual families. And the need for homeless children is continuing to grow. And it's just heartbreaking.
It really is.
It's so sad to see. And Keith, you're taking the reins for the 2024 season. Just talk to us about what you plan to do when you take the reins for Toys for Tots.
I plan to do the same exact thing that Miss Ann did. I'm gonna get out into the community, get with some of the guys, and kind of focus on the intake of toys. This year we had a lot of toys come in for age 3 to 5. We were struggling with age 6 and up. So we just want to make sure we get that out to the community. So just come out and see us.
And what is the main struggle in this day-to-day kind of job?
Well, the main thing that we mostly struggle with is our bigger children. You know, everybody will give to the 3 to 5, but the 6 years old and up. And then the other thing that people do not realize that we have a lot of artistic children. So we try to do things that they can have and work with. We do like leapfrogs for some of them and, you know, stuff like that. So it's you really got to stay focused. But at this point, I want to say thank you to the community for the services that they helped us and how they helped us be able to do the number of children. We did 35,000 children, and that did not include our homeless children.
So the community really stepped up and came together to help all of the
Absolutely.
people. We love to see that. And Keith, what are other ways people can help out throughout the year other than the holidays? Is there anything people can do?
Just come out and volunteer. We need volunteers to come out. The only thing about the volunteers, we have to get with them when we open up so we can make sure these guys fill out the proper information so that they're squared away.
And the donations are accepted throughout the whole year, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes. Now we're in our literacy period, which means we're going into the schools and reading to the first and second graders. We give every child in that school a book so they can start to build their own little libraries and keep them encouraged to read. And if they read their little books and write a little report in their little handwriting, we go back and give them a surprise, but we also give them another book.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's such a great idea. Encouraging kids
nice.
to always read, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So people can help out now, not just during the holidays. You always need that help, okay? And certainly, probably more books. I'm sure a lot of kids are going to want to continue to read. Where can people go for more information if they would like to volunteer or to donate?
They can go to the website, Toys for Tots of Augusta.
Okay, and we have that right there on your screen. Miss Ann, Keith, thank you so much, and thank you for what you both
Thank you for
continue to
having
do.
us. Yes.
Thank you for having us.
All right, coming up, still a lot to talk about. We are going to talk about the St. Patty's Day Parade.
Yeah, but right now we're sending things over to Chip Creamer.
Wait, okay, never mind. Sit, get comfortable.
The mics and everything on, we're good.
We all
Yes.
set?
Okay, Mike's alive. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
You good? Wait, hang on.
There we go, okay.
So we got boom, boom, boom.
There we go. There we go. All right. How are y'all?
Oh, okay. Do you mind if I move your chair back?
Oh.
Sorry. We have this monitor and we want to be able to see.
Got it.
Okay,
Perfect.
try that.
Try that.
Am I okay?
Okay, and can you remind me of your names again so
Yep.
they know we want the right names to pop up?
Okay.
Walter Hutto, president.
Russ Gamble.
Russ,
Tyler Sneed.
Tyler. Got that, Joe? Okay. We don't want wrong names to pop up on screen.
Oh, perfect.
Lip. Bring Tyler down.
Okay, so we're gonna need to bring you down. Oh, no, you mind sitting down?
Okay.
Yeah,
Needs it.
help. There you go. Better, Joe? All right.
You too, Tom.
Mics.
I've never heard that before.
No, mics are good.
Is there a certain camera?
You'll look at us or it'll right in front of you. Whatever you're with. And Russ, your last name, is it?
Gamble.
Just making sure we say it right. Man, it's crazy to think March is just around the corner.
Isn't
we just
it?
have you on the show?
I was
Like,
about to say, I feel like we just did this
Yeah.
last year, yeah.
That's crazy.
It is wild. It is wild. It's
but always a
sneaking up.
fun time, always something fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're watching Morning Mix. It's one of the largest events in the CSRA, the annual St. Patrick's Parade and Festival downtown. And guess what? It's returning this March. Walter Hutto is the 2024 president of the Irish American Heritage Society of the CSRA, and he's joined by Parade Chairman Tyler Sneed and Parade Grand Marshal Russ Gamble. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on Morning Mix.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Nice to be here.
Yes, we're talking about a fun event, too. Let's talk about the parade first. What's taking place? What can people expect?
Yeah, so we put on the St. Patrick's Day Parade every year downtown. We're very excited about it. This year the parade's taking place actually on the 16th, which is Saturday, because St. Patrick's Day itself falls on a Sunday. But yeah, we're going to be downtown celebrating and have a good time. Hope the crowds come out.
Yeah, and are there any guidelines or restrictions that people need to follow?
Yeah, so I would say, Tyler, Mr. Parade Chairman, you want
Well, the most important thing to know is if you want to participate in the parade and actually march in it, we ask that you go to our website, iahsaugusta.com, to register for that. And it's pretty affordable. The entry fees range from $25 to $35, but of course everyone is welcome to come out and watch.
And are you still taking registrations right now? And when is that cutoff date for people?
Absolutely. Obviously, the earlier you can register, the better. But if there's a last-minute entry, give me a phone call, and I'll put you in March 15th if I have to. So.
But preferably, they want you to do it early.
Absolutely.
You could have 10 people calling you on March 15th. So there are other announcements your group has made. What are some of those?
Well, I would like to introduce, as you did earlier, our 2024 Grand Marshal, Mr. Russ Gamble here.
Thank you, Walter.
Yes, sir. It is the Grand Marshal is the highest esteem that we can bestow upon an individual, and we are honored to have Russ as our Grand Marshal this year.
And it's nice to have you on the show, too, as well. Congratulations
Thank
on
you very
the
much.
title.
So tell us, what does your role entail and the honor?
Well, let me tell you about the honor first. Let me just tell you a little story. Mr. Hutto's grandfather was Judge Bernard Mulherin, and he was one of the earlier Grand Marshals. So I'm following in illustrious footsteps. It's humbling to be in that crowd. The late Pat Rice had just passed away. He was another Grand Marshal we had. So it's mostly ceremonial. I do get to pick music at the Grand Marshal's ball.
Yep. Sure.
But this year I'll be marching in the parade. Sometimes the Grand Marshal rides in a car, but I'm actually marching the parade this year. So I'm really looking forward to it. Being a Saturday, should be a huge crowd. So.
And it's nice to have you. That's sounding like a fun time, too. Okay, so you're in charge of a few things there in the music. Got to pick good music, okay? You have the right crowd. Once the parade is done, what happens afterwards?
Yeah, so the parade usually it starts at 2 p.m. It usually takes about 2 hours, full thing if you want to stand and watch the entirety of it. But then, you know, we encourage everybody to explore downtown Augusta, go support local business, you know, plenty of bars and restaurants, as well as the city putting on its festivities down at the Commons. We have a member-only little gathering after for our group, but, you know, we want everybody to get downtown and help support local business.
And where does the parade start?
So the parade starts at the James Brown Arena parking lot on 7th Street. From there, we turn left on Telfair Street, go up to 11th. Historically, we'd go down Broad Street, but because of construction, we're going down Green Street. We also had that route posted